On a planet called Earth, its inhabitants were unaware that their world was on the brink of a profound awakening. This awakening was fueled by the rapid advancements in technology and the vibrant life energy emanating from their bustling society. The changes in weather, the ravages of war, and the widespread suffering served as nourishment for the immortal twins who lay dormant within the planet's core. These twins were the offspring of two powerful celestials, descendants of the life-giver and the destroyer. As the planet's turmoil intensified, the twins began to stir, their powers slowly awakening. The celestial mother, a being of pure light and creation, had imbued them with the essence of life and death. Their celestial father, a force of destruction and chaos, had endowed them with the power to reshape and transform reality itself. As the twins developed, their presence began to influence the world above. Natural disasters became more frequent, Earth-ocean temperatures rose to alarming numbers. Weather patterns shifted unpredictably. Strange storms began to appear all over the globe. The people of Earth, still oblivious to the true cause of their plight, struggled to adapt to the new reality. Little did they know, their actions and emotions were feeding the twins, accelerating their awakening. The stage was set for a monumental clash between creation and destruction, with the fate of Earth hanging in the balance. Deep in the heart of the Louisiana swamps, there lived a young man named Cletus Horn. At just 24 years old, Cletus had already become a local legend. He resided on a floating houseboat near Baton Vare Island, a place where the bayou's murky waters and dense foliage created an almost mystical atmosphere. The townsfolk affectionately called him the Gator Man, a nickname he earned after a remarkable feat. Cletus had always been a solitary figure, preferring the company of the swamp's wildlife over people. His rugged appearance, with a scruffy beard and piercing blue eyes, only added to his enigmatic aura. He was known for his uncanny ability to track and hunt alligators, a skill he picked up naturally as if he knew where they were hiding. One humid summer day, Cletus made headlines when he captured a massive alligator, setting a new state record. The beast weighed in at just under 4,000 pounds, and the news quickly spread like wildfire. The local country store became the epicenter of excitement as a crowd gathered to witness the weigh-in. Reporters and onlookers marveled at the sheer size of the gator, and Cletus stood proudly beside his catch, a rare smile breaking through his usually stoic demeanor. As the crowd began to disperse and the news crews packed up their equipment, a sleek black SUV pulled up to the store. Out stepped a film crew from the reality show Swampy Monsters. The show's producer, a charismatic man named Jake, approached Cletus.
Cletus, we've come across your story and think you've got something special. How would you like to join our show and share your adventures with the world? The pay isn't bad either. $25,000 an episode with a guarantee of 5 shows. What do you think of that?
Jake began, extending a hand. Jake asked with a wide grin.
I do appreciate the offer, but I'm not interested.
Jake's grin turned into a surprised look, as if no one had ever told him no before. With a slight pitch of surprise in his voice, Jake asked,
What do you mean? Surely we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Not interested.
Not taking no for an answer, Jake reached into his jacket and withdrew an envelope.
This is $50,000 cash. We'll call it a sign-up bonus.
I do appreciate the offer, but still not interested.
Jake's grin turned into a surprised look, as if no one had ever turned him down before. With a hint of surprise in his voice, Jake asked,
What do you mean no? Surely we can come to some sort of arrangement.
I'm really not interested. All I want to do is get to my houseboat before my sisters destroy it. It may be too late already.
Cletus laughed. Knowing his sisters, they had brought an entourage of their sorority sisters with them to travel on the family's private jet. Knowing he was defeated, Jake put the envelope back in his jacket.
Sorry to have wasted your time. You have a good day.
Jake said as he went to get back in his SUV. Cletus stopped and turned back around.
Hey Jake, if you and your crew are hungry, I'll be eating gator tonight if you guys want to join me in my houseboat.
Do you have room for 3?
Sure do.
The three-story platoon houseboat was an impressive structure, featuring a spacious deck on the lower level that was perfect for social gatherings and fishing. The upper level had living quarters with large windows offering panoramic views of the water. The exterior was adorned with nets, crawfish pots, and one of the biggest barbecue grills Jake had ever seen. It wouldn't have surprised Jake if the whole damn gator would easily fit inside of it. The houses adjoining the docks were elevated on stilts, standing 10 to 15 feet above the ground to protect against flooding. Cletus was right to be worried, as his two stepsisters did indeed bring their college friends. They were hanging out all over the docks and had invaded both the boathouse and the pile dwellings. Looking around, Cletus did not see any immediate damage, except for the empty liquor bottles and clothes all over the ground. Everything looked to be in order. Pulling up under a massive oak tree in the middle of his property, Cletus strung the gator up and began the process of cleaning it, spilling the guts out in a heap on the ground. Jake's older sister Lilu walked over, admiring the alligator, swinging a stick as she approached.
Where did you get that one?
Over at Willow Ridge, by Pete's place.
Lilu poked at the gut pile with her stick, dislodging two softball-sized orbs that radiated an electric blue light. She jumped back in surprise. Holy hell, look at the balls on that one. Jake reached over and took the stick from her, poking the orbs out of the gut pile. They reminded him of giant pearls, but the colors were wrong. Poking them into a cooler with a stick, he hands both over to her.
Can you go to the kitchen and wash them off for me? I'll be in when I finish here.
Wash your own damn balls. I'm going back to the party.
Lilu said, skipping away. Jake began the process of cleaning and cooking the gator, turning it into a feast large enough for all the partygoers. Jake, seeing what had transpired, opened the cooler to investigate the orbs more closely and realized that these were a treasure more valuable than the story. He quickly joined the rest of the group and saw to it that everyone had a little too much alcohol with his favorite drinking games. When the group turned in for the night, Jake snuck back and took the cooler, fleeing the scene as fast as he could. The next morning, as everyone woke up, Lilu yelled from the back of the boat.
Cletus, wake up. The cooler's missing.
As Cletus jumped out of bed and pulled on some clothes, the sound of motorboats and helicopters grew louder and louder. When he got to the deck, his houseboat was surrounded by armed men in black suits, with more pulling up in black SUVs accompanied by armored vehicles with flashing lights and sirens blaring. A tall, well-dressed man approaches Cletus. I am from Homeland Security, and we work with the government. You can call me Roger. I believe you have something that belongs to me. Looking around at all the firepower they brought, Cletus had a hunch those weren't just ordinary orbs that Gator ate.
You are going to have to be more specific.
I think you know exactly what I mean. We tracked their signal to your place, and then it disappeared. Right over there by that oak tree to be exact. Cletus said with a smirk. Are you guys here for those shiny blue balls that came out of that gator? Rogers took off his glasses and stared straight at Cletus. What did you do with them? I'm not going to ask again. We put them in a cooler. Those orbs need to be in a shielded container immediately for everybody's safety. And what did you do with the gator? Rogers asked with genuine concern. We ate the gator and someone stole the cooler, Cletus replied. Rogers' face went pale. You ate the gator? Lilu interrupted. Everybody ate the gator. The tail was the best part. Gaining back his composure, Roger pulled out a satellite phone and connected with someone. Yes sir was all Cletus was getting from the conversation. Then Rogers hung up and turned to a guy with bars all across his chest.
Quarantine everyone and bring them to base.
Like and subscribe for Chapter 2.